Good morning and welcome to the Going for Two Start Sit Show. We got a special edition. It's the player stay, get me into the playoffs. So while we wait for questions, let's go around the horns, see who we got on the panel. Jason, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastical today. How about yourself?
Pretty good. So you're with Only in Your Fantasies, right?
Yes, sir. I have a podcast I do called Only in Your Fantasies Football. Also do lives on TikTok answering questions at Only in Your FF. So you can find me there if you're interested.
Awesome. And
Will
Gladys.
you always be wearing a Christmas sweater? Because
No, but
I'm in.
it is almost time, so I'm just
It is
pre-gaming.
almost time.
Just
Does
pre-gaming.
that say mom on there? What does it say?
What
on
does it say? Oh, it says.
Oh my God!
God,
Oh God!
Santa.
Love it.
Yeah. Hi. So I'm at Gladys L. Tyler. I do a start sit column for Going for Two and a defensive column for Rasball. And every now and then I co-host the Monday pregame show with Kyle Sinra and the B League Says. And then on Saturday we do just a mindless chat, as Jay calls it, for 30 minutes. It's supposed to be for 48 minutes, but we never hit the mark.
You always go long, but I love when you guys go
Always go long. Ridiculous. I have things to do. It's Saturday. I really have nothing to do. I lied. But I do have a question in my DMs that I will pull out to you guys because I know what I told him, so I'm not sure it was right. Gentleman wants to know, in a standard league. Also, yeah, if you're sending questions in, let us know what the scoring system is. That helps a little bit. In a standard league, quarterback, should he play Herbert or Fields? Running backs, Aaron Jones, Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, James Cook. Wide receiver, Waddle, Rice. Tight ends, likely, or should he pick up Brevin Jordan or Gerald Everett?
Well, let's start with the quarterback. Geez, Herbert's going against Denver, man. I don't think you could sit that just because of that matchup.
All right. So, Denver's secondary is really more improved than most people. Their stats are scary because of that Miami game. I mean, that Miami game is going to blow every stat out of the water. And in a standard league, you're just looking for touchdowns, I think. Oh, you're looking for yards too, but you don't get – I don't know standard scoring because I don't think I've ever played in a standard league. But I don't think you get extra points for the yardage. So you're just getting – maybe you do. I don't know.
Well, yeah, normally in a standard league, it just affects the PPR for the receivers.
Wait, there's no PPR because it's the standard league.
Yeah, so the quarterback, it won't matter.
Right. So I told him to go with Fields because I like the rushing upside. I know Fields is going to get
– say. Plus Detroit, they're going to have to probably play from behind. So you got that rushing upside, rushing touchdowns. They're both on my top 10. That's close. But Fields, I would go Fields. What about you, Jason?
I'm leaning Fields. I think he's going to have a productive game today. Plus the rushing upside, it's hard to turn down. After seeing Herbert against my terrible Patriots last week, it does bring a little bit of concern.
It should because they freaking killed my Steelers. So,
I mean, Herbert, you're going to get is it going to be the 404 touchdown game or is it going to be poopy
200? Exactly. I think they broke Herbert personally. So I just like the rushing upside. I mean, I have nothing against Herbert. I wouldn't be mad on either or. But I just like my quarterbacks have a rushing upside to help the team.
All right. And what was the running backs that you had?
And it's also standard. Austin Eckler, Joe Mixon, James Cook, Aaron Jones. I feel like there's one more. But it doesn't matter because the two I picked are in that group.
You know, for the name value with Eckler, I know it's going to be hard to sit him, but I think I would go Mixon in that situation.
He needs two.
Then I would probably go Eckler also.
See, I'm sitting Eckler in a standard league because he's not getting – it's like averaging 33 points.
He's been pretty bad.
Yeah, rushing yards a game. I said Mixon because I think they're just going to have to feed him with the new quarterback. I said Mixon and Cook, actually, James Cook. Did I say James Cook?
Yeah, James Cook.
Yeah. James Cook and Mixon were my two. I think James Cook is going to actually really.
See, I like James Cook, but in a standard league, that's going to be tough too because Casey is pretty decent against the run. He's going to need those catches. So I think I'll still go Eckler and Mixon. Like, what do you think, Jason?
Jason?
I'd go Mixon, definitely. He looked good last game. Definitely get him involved. As far as Eckler, y'all hear the news that they want to, mix up the backfield a little bit.
Yeah, make Josh McCulley a thing.
I don't know if that's going to go into effect this week or if it's going to go into effect at all. You never know. Could be just hype. So that scares me a little bit because Eckler has not been looking good anyways. So I might just go James Cook as the second one. Young blood, still got a lot left in the tank. I think he could definitely fall into the end zone today.
You're not worried about Latavius Murray falling in?
I'm always worried about that, but I think Cook has a better chance of scoring than Eckler does.
And then the wide receivers were Rashee Rice or Jalen Waddle.
I like Rice this week. Who else do they have to throw to, honestly? Yeah, I'm going to go Rice. I have him top 15. Waddle outside my top 20.
Did you have Jason?
Yeah, I like Rice. I've loved Rice all year, and I'm not going to stop this week.
I went Waddle because I'm never going to sit a Miami wide receiver.
Looks like we got a question in the chat here. We got full PPR. Lockett for San Fran or Josh Downs versus the Bengals. Jason, what say you?
I like Josh Downs. Definitely in a PPR. The opportunity is there. Lockett, I feel like he's on the decline finally. And plus against San Fran, they are a good defense. Josh Downs, there's plenty of opportunity there, and they love throwing the ball with the Colts. So I'm going with Downs.
Gladys, I know you're into that slot first wide on the Rasball, right?
Yeah.
And San Fran does allow top 5 points to receivers.
They do, and so Lockett
plays on the outside.
My only problem with Downs, like the Colts have the 5th highest neutral game passing rate. Like they're just like passing all the time, which I love. But Downs, you have to hope that Minshew develops eyes for Downs. Like it's going to be Pittman, we know, right? Pittman's going to get the double-digit targets, and then it's going to be between Downs and Pierce. Wait, who are they playing today? No, Cincy. Cincy is giving 61% of its targets to the outside receiver, which is going to be Pierce, most likely, I think. So I'm going to go Lockett because I think that what's-his-face is hobbled. Gino's hobbled, and he's going to have to go with what he knows. And I think he trusts Lockett more than he trusts JSN, although JSN is coming up. So I would go Lockett.
Yeah, I got him pretty close. I actually have Downs over Lockett in the ranks, but if it came down to it, I would throw Lockett in my lineup. But then we got Jacobs versus Vikings and Monty versus the Bears. This one is pretty easy for me, but I want to see what Jason, what do you got to say?
I like Monty. Just a better offense with Detroit. And he seems to get the goal line work rather than Gibbs. So I'm still going with Monty over Jacobs. Jacobs is one of, he's a magician player. He disappears sometimes, he reappears. Can't really trust him.
All right, Gladys, what would you go with?
Chicago at home is allowing 63.4 rushing yards a game. And Minnesota away is allowing 122. I'm going Jacobs.
Yeah, like I said, I got Jacobs in my top 10 this week. I actually have him at number 8. Monty's closer than number 20. I got him at 18. So separated by about 4 or 5 points. Because you got to remember, Monty's going to split with Gibbs. Jacobs, he's the only one in that backfield.
Yeah, I just like the matchup better. Jacobs isn't that productive, but I do like the matchup better.
All right. Good morning, Roger. Nice to have you back. We got another one. What is this? Good morning. Any of the weather games concerned between the Bears, Ravens, Browns? chance of the quarterbacks, wide receivers may have low yards, and it ends up being a running game. Well,
The
the
only
one I'm
one
worried
I'm-
about is the Ravens.
That's the only one I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm here in Cleveland. The weather is not horrible. I think the wind should only be like 13 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And plus, I did read something the other day. The wind factor, it really doesn't affect it until it reaches like 15 to 20. But then even that, it won't affect it by that much until it hits 20. Like 20 miles per hour is when you need to start sitting your players in the game.
This one says that in Baltimore, there's a 95% chance of rain at kickoff, 10 miles per hour, southerly winds with gusts up to 21 miles per hour. And it looks like that it's going to be a torrential downpour. They've already have lightning, so the game might even be set back a little if they have lightning. The other ones are like less than 10% chance of rain, and the wind gusts. Chicago's up to 20 miles per hour, but they think game time it is not going to be as bad. And Cincinnati's less than 10% chance of rain and a 10 mile per hour wind.
So it's pretty much just a Ravens game. So start Gus Edwards because they're going to be in the ball. Steve Mitchell.
I hope so. I hope that's what they do.
Hopefully, that can get Lamar Jackson running the ball a little bit too.
Yeah, that would help. That
He
would
does have that upside, so I wouldn't be too worried about starting Lamar in that game. And
Yeah.
if you're starting any of the receiving options in Baltimore, I mean, it's already not looking too good for you.
All right, and Roger, we got a question from Roger with Tyson Hill out. He's scrambling for a tight end, full PPR. Otten, Juwan Johnson, or Conklin. Who wants to go first? Gladys?
Is Carr's playing, right? Carr's back?
Carr is playing, I've heard, yeah.
Otten gets at least 4 targets a game. And if and it's indoors, and it's an indoor game. It's an indoor game. So I'm going to go Otten out of those. Conklin, I would go Otten, Conklin, Johnson.
Well, that's funny because I actually dropped Otten to pick up Conklin, but then I dropped Conklin to pick up Pig. So I have Conklin and Chig like back to back, pretty close.
Jason, who do you have?
If I had to go with one, it'd probably be Otten. I think he has the most upside, but
Yeah.
Juwan Johnson, he also,
Yeah.
he's looking good with Taysom Hill being out. Also, Chris Olave, he's playing with the flu today, so they might have to rely on Johnson a little bit more too in the passing game. But I think Otten is the safest bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Juwan.
Okay.
Yep.
It's valid. That's indoors too, right? They're playing in New Orleans. Yep.
Yep. All right. What else do we got here going on?
Thrasher.
All right. ETN, Noah Brown, T. Higgins are active. Nice. All right. So Higgins, I got him in a lot of lineups. I need him to get going. Okay, speaking of inactive, Ken Walker. Have you seen anything on Ken Walker?
No, I saw Charbonnet's playing, but I didn't see whether Ken Walker. They didn't say Ken Walker. They just said Charbonnet for sure is in.
Mm-hmm. I see Brees Hall is active. We got Tyler Higbee out. Tyler Scott's healthy. No one cares. Let's see. Olave is playing. Poor Nathan Rourke is not playing today, so that means T-Law is probably going to be active. I know Kyle's a huge Nathan Rourke fan from Canada, my fellow Canadian.
Fellow Canadian.
We got Tyler Boyd coming in healthy. And, yep, ETN, that's all I got going right now. You guys playing Amari Cooper today? I know he has that rib injury. He was limited, but he did clear the concussion protocol.
I think he's going to be a decoy. I'd play Elijah Moore.
Yes,
Mm.
because I know. I mean, he's got a good matchup from the
Yeah.
outside, but like Gladys said, he's probably going to be a decoy. He could catch a couple balls here and there, but I'm not trusting him.
No, I don't think I'm trusting anyone that was like not. Even if Kenneth Walker plays today, I don't know if I would play him with his injury. And wasn't he limited participant in practice up until Friday? So anyone that's limited, it depends. Like in one league, it doesn't matter if I win or lose. I'm in the playoffs. I don't get a bye, so I don't really care. But in a league where it depends on if I had to win to get a bye, I guess it would depend on who else I had on my bench. But I'm kind of leery of anyone that's coming in. Trevor Lawrence hobbled and playing Cleveland at home, who has a crazy splits from their home to away. They're gonna hurt him. I think Cleveland's just going to destroy Lawrence. And
Yeah,
Etienne,
got Myles Garrett back. Fully healthy.
yeah, I mean, why would you put him in? I don't know. Etienne, I don't know if I'd play him. Derek Carr, I'm definitely not playing. I don't care. I would play Cincinnati guy over Derek Carr right now. Browning.
Yeah, Browning. He's been doing pretty decent.
Well, you have one game though. Carr hasn't had one game that's good.
Yeah.
Mari Cooper, I think it's going to be a decoy. Brees Hall. What's Brees? Do you know Brees Hall's average yards per carry? It's not even. It's like not even double digits, is it? Like he sucks.
Look that up in a second here.
And I'm not playing Geno Smith against San Francisco's defense. That's crazy
Brees
talk.
Hall. Yeah, I got Brees Hall outside the top 15 today just because of that injury. You want to know his yards per carry?
Yeah.
Where is it? Rushing yards.
I can look it up real quick if you got.
Yeah, fantasy points per game, he's RB22, 13.5.
Oh my god. And they're just gonna load the box and dare Zach Wilson to D'Amico Ryan's defense. They're just gonna load that box and dare Zach Wilson to throw the ball today. I don't think I'd play Brees Hall either.
Yeah, if you have a better option, definitely. 3.7 yards per carry.
Nice. No, not nice.
Yep.
That sucks. Oh, Nathan. Hi, Nathan. What up?
Oh, what do we got here? Nathan. You all rock. Thank you, Nathan. You rock too. Juwan Johnson or Brevin Jordan in the standard league?
Ooh.
I'm going to have to go Juwan. Yeah, Brevin Jordan, like, if it wasn't for Schultz, he would have been a decent play all year, but Stroud does have that tough matchup. So I'm going to go Juwan. Let's see. Yeah, what about you, Jason? Which one are you going with?
Yeah, I'm going Juwan. Like I said, I think there's high
Of that
chance
touchdown?
they can use him a little bit more. Yeah, so I like the opportunity there.
Yeah, Gladys, you're still going Juwan over Jordan?
Okay. Reader and Sauce Gardner are on the outside. So all he has is the middle, right? All Stroud has is the middle to throw. That's where Jordan's going to feast. And I mean, if you need a safe floor, I would go Johnson. But if you're going for that high ceiling, I think I'd play Jordan. Sauce is they don't change, right? Sauce stays on the left, Reader stays on the right. It's the middle that's open.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward.
I have trouble. Like I have trouble ranking standard leagues. It's basically go off touchdowns, and I think Juwan has a better chance of a touchdown, though.
In a standard, yes, you're right. Who are they playing? Carolina. Oof. Either one of those are great matchups. But yeah, probably in a standard. With Derek Carr, yeah, that's a good bet.
Yeah, like right now I'm deciding between Russ and Stroud. I know Stroud's been awesome all year.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to go Russ in that situation, though, just because of the matchup.
Russ should cook today.
I hope so. Cook.
Should cook.
He's cooking gourmet food, not microwave.
He should cook with Jerry Jeudy. Like they're allowing the 6th most points to the slot receiver. If
You know what's
Jerry
funny?
Judy does not blow up today, I'm gonna like move out of Denver.
Yeah, it's funny because I know no one wants to start Jerry Judy. He's been trash all year.
He has been trash all
But
year.
I actually put him as a sleeper this week because who else is he going to throw the ball to besides Sutton?
They have
It's
one good
Judy.
secondary, and he's going to be following Cortland Sutton, and he's like, oh God, I can't remember his name, but he's limited quarterbacks like a 79 passer rating when he's targeted. No, he's ridiculously good,
Oh,
and
we
he's
got
going to be on
Courtney.
Sutton.
Yeah, what's up, Courtney? Yeah,
Hey, Courtney.
Hey.
Yeah, Judy has been a waste.
Ah,
He was one of my off-season targets to try to buy low on, but everyone was selling him too high. So luckily, I didn't get many shares of him.
So it's either going to be Judy or Troutman that Russ is throwing to all day long. Gonna be dumping
Troutman,
off.
oh, man. I doubt it's going to be Troutman. Bring Dulcich back, man.
I know. I had lots of shares on Dulcich.
Jason, do you have any start sits for us?
oh, I'm sure I do. Let me pick up my
Courtney
one.
has a
league
question,
real
I
quick.
think.
Oh, here,
I'll
let's
do
bring
that
this
first.
up. Yeah. So we got a pick 3, PPR, Jacobs, Moss, A-Chain, Mostert. Good choices to have.
Mhm.
It's definitely Jacobs. Like I said, I have him top 10. I think I have him at number 8. Between Moss is going to be a start, but I'm not playing A-Chain and Mostert together. So I
Why?
have to pick between one of those two. So they're going to eat into each other.
Yeah, but they've had games where both of them scored over 100 yards and had.
He did, but I mean, Mostert's getting old. He's at the end of the season. Is he breaking down? Are they going to use A-Chain more?
Real choices between Dolph.
Let me see where I finally.
It's always hard to start 2 positional players from the same team.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one,
Uh-huh.
I think Achan has the highest upside of the 2. You've seen how explosive he is. He could just break a 70-yard off like that.
Plus, Tennessee is hard to run on. They're easier to gash through like the passing game, and that's where A-Chain will thrive. Yeah, right now I have A-Chain projected 15.3 points, Mostert at 12.8.
I'd probably go Jacobs, Moss, Achan. I mean, all of them are good options, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they're all in my top 20, 25.
It's a good problem to have.
True.
But yeah, I got Moss at RB 16, A-Chain 14, and then Jacobs in my top 10. Gladys.
I would. I'm sorry. I would play Moss Action and I would start both of the Miami guys. I think they have higher upside than Jacobs. In a PPR, I think they have higher upside than Jacobs. And
So you're sitting Jacobs and starting Moss and the 2 Dolphins?
Yep.
Ooh, you're going against my rankings there. Maybe I should change that.
No, don't change your rankings because I said that. No, I just think that there's an outcome where both of them could score high, and there's an outcome where Jacobs in a PPR league, because I think they're going to feed Myers and Adams, they're going to feed Myers and Adams. So, I mean, against Minnesota in that pass rush, I would, if that were my choices, I would take the two Dolphins and Moss. Sorry, Courtney.
Yeah. A-Chain is in. Just go with your gut. If you have A-Chain in.
Always go with your gut.
Yeah.
Always go with your gut.
Yeah, definitely just keep A-Chain in, because if you switch them out and it turns out bad, you're going to hate yourself. But if you keep A-Chain in and Mostert does go off, I'm okay with that.
7 mile an hour winds in Baltimore right now with rain.
7 miles, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's
No.
nothing. That's nothing.
It's nothing at all.
Thanks, Brittany.
All right, Gladys, do you have any more start sits or Jason? Anybody?
I think I do. Hold, please. I wrote them down and I forgot where I wrote them. Chuba Hubbard or Keontae Mitchell. Keontae Mitchell.
Oh,
PPR league.
man, Mitchell just looks so good, man. But Hubbard's been getting all the work.
Who does Hubbard play this week?
New
Orleans?
New Orleans.
In New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have him as top 24. Keaton Mitchell's at 26. So, Jesus. But they are separated by a point, so that is a teardrop. I'm going to go Hubbard in this situation because Keaton Mitchell, what if he only gets like 4 or 5 touches?
Mm-hmm.
But he's like,
He's going to do something with them.
yeah. Isn't he going to get like, if he even gets like 1 touch, isn't he going to get like,
25
yards and yeah,
exactly.
to the house?
I say
but Chubb gets volume.
if you want the safe bet, go with Hubbard. But if you need like a miracle to get into the playoffs or something, you need like that big play. I put Mitchell in.
Okay. I do rely on miracles this week in everything I'm playing. Everything. I need a miracle. Also, apparently Lamar Jackson was sick. He's all good now. I think COVID's going around. I think COVID's going around the league. Like these people that are ill, because a couple of people have said they had COVID, and then the flu, I think, is code for COVID. That's my conspiracy theory for this week.
I like it.
Thank you. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking on that hill.
So we got Los D in our Going for Two retweet group. He wants to know, does he start T-Law or pick up Zach Wilson or play JSN?
What was the last one?
Or does he pick up Zach Wilson or play JSN?
Wait.
So T-Law, Zach Wilson, or
Superflex?
JSN? Yeah, this is obviously Superflex. I think I would just start JSN.
Yeah.
Because T-Law's, hurt going against the Browns defense. Zach Wilson's trash.
Oh, man. So in the second quarterback slot, you're telling them to play JSN instead of T-Law?
I think so, especially if it's PPR.
I don't know.
Like,
if I had a viable quarterback, like I'm playing Flacco instead of a wide receiver in my second quarterback because they see the ball the most. I would never tell anyone unless it was Zach Wilson to not play to not play a quarterback in.
Well, I think maybe you should just go T-Law then in that situation.
I would go T-Law, but I mean, do we even know if JSN's? Well, we really because I'm predicting that Lockett's going to outscore JSN today. That might be part of why I would pick T-Law instead. I think T-Law is going to be limited. I don't think he's going to be, but I mean, he hasn't been that great all year anyway. So if he's ran with T-Law so far, there's no way he had a high Oakland spray and he's playing. Yeah, I would have to go for T-Law.
Yeah, and then another one is Olave or ETN.
Jesus.
I know.
They're both sick.
ETN has those ribs going against tough Browns defense, but you could run on the Browns.
Yeah, and Olave and Carr haven't been really hitting it off that well. So and he's sick. I would go ETN again against the Browns.
Yeah, because I mean, he is a pass catching running back, and you could run against him. And
yeah, and plus you got to think if T-Law's limited, they're gonna want to keep that Browns pass rush away from him. So ETN will have to see a lot of volume. I would go ETN.
Yeah, give me ETN as well.
Yeah, I'm going ETN. So it's a sweep. I'm gonna
It's a sweep.
you know. So Joe, you are going ETN.
Yeah, according Jay and Callie has it. He was on the show yesterday morning. He has COVID.
Yeah, my daughter had COVID a couple of weeks ago, or yeah, not too long ago.
Which strain is this? Is this the one that's like the flu, or is this the one that's like the cold?
Oh, I have no idea.
What was your daughter? Did she?
Oh, my daughter? No, it was like a cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Courtney says T-Law looked decent in warm-ups. He was running and moving with ease.
Oh, good. I guess that means that he didn't have a high ankle sprain.
There's no way he had a high ankle sprain.
I mean, this is like Jerome Ford. He had a high ankle sprain, and then all of a sudden
yeah.
he played the next week. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't. Wait, I have another one, and I can't find it now. Damn it! I really hate DMs. I do. I get lost in them. That's why I'm not on the Discord. There's so many voices in there. Oh, that's you. Why am I in your DM?
Well, you're looking for that. Someone asked David on my Facebook group. He wants to know Singletary, Mostert, Rice, or Reed.
What's the scoring?
Full PPR.
Singletary, Mostert,
Rice, or Reed.
Jalen Reed?
Yeah, I like Rice and I like Reed. So between those two.
Oh, Reed against the Giants? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Reed. I love
I like
Reed this week.
Reed or Rice?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Reed or Rice. I just wonder who's out. Pacheco's out and someone else, right? For the Kansas City?
Out.
Isn't there a wide receiver that's out? No?
It doesn't matter. The other wide receivers, like who else is there? Tony suspended, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, I would go Rice then, probably. I think that game is gonna have more volume. Like I could see Green Bay kind of shutting Love down if they get too far ahead of the Giants. You know, just going to the run game. Dillon or Jones. Did we just answer that? The Stroud or Herbert question? Was that you?
Stroud. No, that wasn't me. Let's see.
Didn't you ask that?
No, I asked Stroud or Russ.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, what do we got here? Allison, she wants to know Stroud or Herbert.
Ooh.
Like I said, Stroud has that tough matchup. I don't even think I put him in my top 12 this week. Let me double check, but Herbert is definitely in my top 10. Jason, what do you got for your ranks?
I'm taking Herbert on this one.
Yeah, I got Herbert versus Denver at number 6.
Stroud, it's a tough matchup. I know he can definitely make big plays. Plus, he lost Tank Dell.
Yeah, I got Stroud at number 11, QB 11. So I'm going with my top 6 guy, Herbert.
Yeah, and I think Stroud's the better quarterback, but not this week.
Yeah, it's just a tough matchup.
Yeah.
So, funny story. I'm in a dynasty league. I'm in first place. I only lost 1 game this year. And I didn't even know I had Stroud on my taxi squad.
Oh, Jamie.
But that's the one I have Russ in. So it's like, well, I'll just keep going with Russ.
All right, I got a question for you.
All right, bring it up.
Start 2 at the running back position, PPR. We got Rachaad White, Raheem Mostert, and Tony Pollard.
Ooh, okay, so White. I actually put White top 5. I know he's got a tough matchup, but he gets the volume.
Mm-hmm.
He gets those pass catches. Atlanta, I know Atlanta takes away the number 1 wide receiver a lot. So Evans, I'm not too high on him this week. Godwin,
Atlanta, I think, is going to be without AJ Terrell and Okudah in the secondary.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think they were injured and they were in limited participation. They have not come up on the inactive list, but I have not seen the inactive list yet. But anyway, they're going to be hobbled. AJ Terrell and Okudah are both hobbled in Atlanta secondary.
All All right. So what was it? White, Pollard, and who?
Mostert.
Mostert.
It's between White and Pollard. I have both of them top 7. That's a tough one. I know Philly's decent at taking away the run, but again, Pollard can get the pass catching. Gladys, where would you go? Don't say Mostert. My rankings will be way off then.
Okay. In PPR, Mostert is running back 2. You know that, right? Like for the season. And Pollard is going against
Philly,
who, except for that game against KC, is pretty good against running backs. And he, for fantasy points, I would go Mostert and White. I think White's like running back 5 in PPR. He has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games with double-digit PPR scores. There's no way I'm sitting White.
Yeah, White's in my top 5. Definitely going him.
All right, White's locked in.
White's locked in.
Between
I mean, Pollard has hit, although he also has like 6.5, 9.3, 5.5. I'm gonna go Mostert. Sorry.
Pollard's been playing good lately, though.
He has been playing good. However, what's the 12? Miami's a 12.5 favorite over Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill is going to sit after the first quarter, so it's just waddling the running backs. I'm going to go. I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm going to go Mostert and White.
All right. Well, I just checked my cheat code.
Okay.
So when I have tough decisions, I always check friend of the show, Joe Bond. He's from the Fantasy Six Pack. Good friends with Jeff Lambert. He's a top 5 ranker at Fantasy Pros. Check him out. He has Pollard at 11 and Mostert at 20.
Not going to change my feeling. I'm still going to go Mostert and White. Sorry.
Oh, man. And another good one is over at Razzball, Gamble.
Uh-huh.
I know you know him, right?
Yeah.
He has Pollard at 5 and Mostert at 18. So
not changing.
Do what you
Mostert
want.
and White.
Might just be a coin flip.
Shoot. Well, if Mostert scores more than Pollard, I'll shave my head, Gladys.
Let me take off your hat.
Oh, jeez, I haven't got a haircut in months.
All right, I'll stick with that. And now I have reason to cheer for Mostert.
Oh, jeez. Let's go, Pollard. Come on. All right, we got another question in the chat. Njoku or Goddard for tight end?
I read something where although Flacco,
you got to remember last week Flacco targeted Harrison Bryant. That's the only thing that worries me.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was a fluke or if I don't know because I have to put Njoku top 10, right?
This is Goddard's first game back.
Yes, it's his first game back. I usually put Goddard in my top 5.
I'm gonna go Goddard
against the Dallas. Yeah, I gotta go Goddard too. Listen, what would you do?
Goddard.
All right, so
better quarterback, better offense.
True.
So,
yeah,
gotta go with that.
Like I'm in a league where I'm kind of screwed. I have to start Njoku and the whatever his name is, the other tight end for that team.
Bryant?
Yeah, Bryant. I have to start Harrison Bryant and Njoku at the same time.
That's worse than starting 2 running backs. I don't care.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. We got also Elijah Moore or Quentin Johnson. It's never Quentin Johnson or Charlie Boyd.
Is this? I'm guessing it's PPR.
I'm assuming it's going to be PPR, but even if it's not, I'm not starting Johnson.
Elijah Moore.
Yeah, it's definitely Elijah Moore, man. Like Flacco targeted him earlier that Amari Cooper is going to be a decoy coming back from that injury.
Give me more of Moore.
Yeah, I like that. More Tyler Boyd. I know he's questionable, but he did say he was playing, right? Yeah, I'm definitely going Elijah Moore. All right, Courtney, do we got another question? Yep, got another one. You got to play 3. Jefferson, definitely. Keenan Allen, Nico, Puka, Flowers. All right, this one's pretty easy for me. I want to see what you guys have to say first.
I like Jefferson, Keenan, and Puka. I'd switch out Nico for Puka.
Gladys, would you go Nico or Puka? Or throwing Flowers?
In a PPR, I would play Jefferson. Jefferson said he wanted to get something that he has to average like 400 yards a game now. So he wanted to end the season with 1,000 yards or something like that, crazy like that. So they have to pepper him. Keenan Allen's going to get the volume. So Keenan and who are the Rams playing? Baltimore.
Yeah,
Rams
that's
are playing Baltimore.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough game with the weather.
Here, I think that I don't think it's a good matchup. In fact, it's not a good matchup for Nico. But I don't think Stroud will stop throwing to him. Yep. So on pure volume, I would go Nico because Baltimore's secondary is nasty, and I don't know that And Puka was hurt, got like some kind of rib injury or something, and Cooper Kupp is still hurt. I'm gonna go Jefferson, Keenan, and Nico just on volume alone on Nico. I don't think he's going to get a touchdown or anything, but I think he's going to be peppered with lots of targets.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I got Puka outside my top 20 this week.
Oh, man.
Nico, I wanted to put him in my top 10 so bad, but with that Jets secondary, I had to move him down to like 13, 14. But still, that's a good play right there.
They're formidable.
I mean, like Gladys said, you are like Strauss going to have to throw to somebody, and it's going to be Nico. All right. Do we got any more questions in the chat? Let's see.
Scared of first
back for Goddard. Also,
win or lose for the playoffs. What was his other choice?
Njoku.
It was Njoku, but splitting with Harrison Bryant, I don't know.
I still would stick with Goddard. I'm sorry. I hope you win.
Go with Goddard.
Elijah Moore should like put you over that hump for the playoffs. That's my bet.
All right. Thank you for joining. Courtney also saying we're the best.
Courtney's the best.
Yeah, Courtney, you are the best.
She is the best. She's like the best. Nurses are the greatest. Teachers and nurses.
Yeah, she was on a few weeks ago. I think, Jason, you might have been on that show with us.
I believe I was, yeah.
So I got one.
Okay.
I'm in second place in this league. It's with a whole bunch of different analysts. So it's a tough league. I'm in second place. So if I win, I will definitely get the bye week.
Okay.
I have to decide between Kenneth Walker, Jaden Reed, and Alexander Battison. And I have to start 2. I'm scared of Walker coming off of that injury. I don't know what to think of it.
Who's the last one?
Well, I got Walker, Madison, or Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed is definitely a lock, I think.
Yeah.
So between Walker and Madison. I hate Madison. I'm the biggest Madison hater. But I do think, even without a touchdown this week, he can get me at least 10 points.
The PPR?
Yes, it is PPR. Gladys, I know in your article, you said Madison has that touchdown possibility. So you had them projected at around 18 points.
Yeah,
Oh, that's with the touchdown.
because they can't like before they could kind of stock the box, and Joshua Dobbs has that running threat too. So I think Madison's going to do well. I would do your Jaden. I would do Madison. I
Madison.
Walker, and they're going against San Francisco, who they just played. So I'm trying to see if Walker's on that inactive list that they just put out. Oh wait, it's a night game. It's a late game. They won't tell me.
Yeah.
I mean, he did practice in full.
Bastards.
It is a tough matchup.
Mm.
And then after reading your article about the Madison, I hate to do it, but I think I'm going to start Madison.
So Pro Football Talk says that only Akuda's out. So, damn it, Terrell's playing. But Akuda's out in the secondary for Atlanta. They're missing a lot of. And Bengals, no one care about. Jaguars. Whoa. Jaguars are missing some secondary plays too. So I don't know. Man. All these people who are playing but are playing not injured kind of worry me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
The Saints, Taysom Hill's out, Shaheed's out, Kendra Miller's out.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I would play Johnson. With Carr starting, yeah. Dumping it off all night long. All night. I woke up singing. Do you guys know show tunes? No?
Depends.
Guys and Dolls. Frank Sinatra, Marlon Brando. Oh my God.
I know who those people are, but I don't. I'd have to hear.
Guys and Dolls. It's an old musical with Frank Sinatra and Marlon Brando. There's someone else in there.
Marlon Brando, wasn't he in that movie?
I might have to just walk away if you don't know who Marlon Brando is.
I do know who he is.
Okay. Anyway, it's Guy Madison, and there's a song where I can't even tell you the whole premise, but the song is they are taking over the Salvation Army to do an illegal dice game, and one of the songs is "Don't Rock the Boat," and I woke up singing that this morning. I know
that song. Don't rock the boat.
No.
No,
That's not the song.
Oh,
but okay. Matthew Stafford is throwing. So I can't believe you don't. You need to watch more show tunes, Jamie.
All right, I'll Google
Guys
them.
and Dolls. Guys and Dolls.
Guys and
Frank
Dolls.
Sinatra.
All right,
There's someone else in there that's pretty big, and I can't remember who it is. They have this bet. They have this crazy bet, and it's like one of the greatest old musicals ever. Old ever.
Here's the language is spoken out loud. Swipe right or left.
Are you learning a new language?
So, my Alexa just turned on by itself. All right.
That is why I do not have those. They are crazy. Do you know? Oh, Vita Vea is inactive. Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of.
Ooh. Who am I going with? Bijan.
Yeah, you'd have to go Bijan over who?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, you just go. Honestly, I think I have him in my top 5.
Yeah, I'm putting him in. I don't care.
So on the Going for Two Discord, you could always join Going for Two Discord. It's free. We got a bunch of different analysts in there, just answering all your questions. Someone asked Fields or Mahomes.
Oh,
Fields. Mahomes doesn't have anyone to throw to.
Exactly. Yep. And Fields got that rushing
Rushing
upside.
upside.
I know Jeff.
Although, you know what? Mahomes is that guy that's either going to throw like, what is the over under in that game? Like 40,000, 47 and a half. Mm. Mm. Fields is either gonna have a really, really good game because he hasn't had like a really, really good week yet. I'm still gonna go. I mean, Mahomes. I'm gonna go Fields.
Yeah, I'm going Fields.
Yeah.
Jason, what would you go in that situation? I know it's hard to sit
Yeah,
Mahomes.
it feels like a sin if you say sit Patrick Mahomes.
Sunday,
also-
you're allowed to sin.
So we got no
We'll forgive
Pacheco.
you.
So if Edwards-Helaire sucks at running the ball, they might only pass the ball.
Wait,
That's what I was gonna say.
I need CEH to have a good day. Don't even say that. Don't even put
Well,
that in the universe.
I think without Pacheco, they're gonna lean heavy on the pass more, and
Shut
McKinnon is the
your
better
whore
pass
mouth.
blocker. So,
Shut your whore mouth. Damn it. Shut your whore
but
mouth.
between Mahomes and Fields, I'm gonna go Fields in this situation. And I know Jeff also said it was a tough call. He said I think he'd go Fields. He dominated the Lions. He has over 100 rushing yards in each game against them. So
I think I'm still going Patty Mahomes on that one.
ooh.
Looks like a nice day in Kansas too. They're just showing the Kansas Stadium. Slightly overcast. No wind yet. Still going Fields though.
Nice. All right. I just locked it in. I told him go Fields.
Now I hope Patrick Mahomes has a terrible day because I'm playing against him to get into the playoffs. So
there
I
you go.
hope I'm wrong, but I'm still going with him.
Who's your quarterback?
Oh, it's a 2-quarterback league, and it's rough. I got Lamar Jackson, and then I have to start Tommy DeVito as my
Ooh.
second quarterback.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
Ooh, that is
Yeah, I got Sam Howell and Kyler Murray on bye this week.
damn.
Yeah, I'm starting like Jaden Reed over Danny DeVito.
And who's his second quarterback, the person you're playing? Mahomes is his first quarterback.
Tua. He's got Patty Mahomes
Oh,
and
shit.
Tua. Yeah.
That's like
Luckily,
Sophie's
he
choice.
still has Christian Kirk in his lineup right now. So
Shh, don't say anything. Yeah. Let us say.
and
Let
he's
it
got
ride.
Calvin Ridley. So
He has both of them in his lineup. I like your odds. I like your chances. Looking better. Looking better.
praying he oversleeps today. Just sleep till 101, bud. That's all you gotta do.
So I got an ugly one. Someone just messaged me. I think he's to join now. Quentin Johnson, first Denver. Yuck. Mooney at Detroit. Gross. And Marvin Mims. Pick one.
Who was the first one?
Quentin Johnson.
Quentin Johnson.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
I mean, I don't want to start any of these guys.
I would start Mims for a higher ceiling.
That's what I was gonna say. He's been
Just
hasn't
needs
been
to,
getting targeted
he
much.
needs to
But
play more. He needs to play more.
Yeah, Mims.
there was a time this season where he was playing like 25% of the snaps. Then he went up to like 50. Then he went up to like 60, 70. But they just don't throw him the ball. I know we talked about Judy earlier.
I love Judy today.
Yeah, and for the same reason, I'm gonna go Mims, just because there is that chance that he's got to throw the ball to someone. It might not be Judy, so let's go Mims.
Who is the second? Who? Oh, Snead. It's Snead. No, that's KC. Who's the secondary in for the Chargers? The plays deep.
You talk about the cornerback?
Yeah, Who are the two secondary players in?
Oh yeah, there he is right now. Yeah, we're talking about it, Gavin. I think we're going Mims in this situation. Yeah, just because I don't want to start QJ.
Mm-mm. At least Mims can catch the ball.
Yeah, even if he gets 3 targets, 4 targets, they're going to be deep.
Yeah, that's really not a great choice.
But just for the upside, I would go to Marvin Mims.
I agree.
Yeah, Mims.
Yep. So, Jason, you got any more start sits?
Yes, in my dynasty for my quarterback 2 position, Bryce Young or Aiden O'Connell.
I don't want to start Bryce Young, man. Jeez, I just go Aiden, just because I can't trust Bryce Young.
Aiden O'Connell has better weapons. Like he has Myers and Adams. He should be fine.
I mean, I'd rather start Jacoby Brissett if he was playing over Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce Young has definitely had a rough year.
Yeah, I was like Bryce Young.
I'm glad I picked him over CJ Stroud. That was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't. I had CJ Stroud as my number 1 overall over Richardson. So I got tons of Stroud, maybe like 6-7 leagues. The only league that I went young was, Josh Rodonaut. He's on a Saturday night dynasty show. Me and him co-managed the league together. And he was debating between Stroud and Young. And I'm like, well, I like Stroud. I'm going Stroud, but I have like 7 shares of Stroud already. So if you want to go Young, you could. That's up to you. He went Young, and now our team sucks.
That's what you get for.
Yep. Oh, we got Kyle in the chat. What's up, Kyle?
Hi, Kyle.
Oh, Canadian brother.
Oh my God.
We have another question, I believe. Let's see. We got James Cook or Zach Moss in a standard league. It's been going back and forth. Standard league. Let's see what you guys have to say. Jason, where would you go?
I go with Zach Moss. He's definitely shown it when he's had opportunity. I've never been too high on the James Cook train, but I think Moss will have a lot more production.
Yeah, I agree. Gladys, are you with them? Going Moss over Cook? I know we like both this week, but it is a standard league, so
what is it? Standard scoring?
Standard, so he doesn't get points for those catches.
Yeah, I'd go Moss then.
Yeah, same here. It's a sweep. Going Zach Moss.
It's a sweep. Asante Samuel. That's who he's going against. Ooh. Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton has to go against Asante Samuel. The other ones are trash. So Asante Samuel is pretty good when he wants to be.
So do you guys have any more questions?
I do not.
I think I'm all set.
I have one.
Okay.
I just want to see what you guys have between Njoku and Evan Engram this week in a full PPR. I have them back to back. Tight end 8 and 9. I'm not going to tell you which one I have above. But I want to see what you guys got to say.
Cleveland's stingy against. Cleveland's really, really good against tight ends. Like, really good against tight ends, and they're home. I think they'll still try to pepper Ingram with targets, but it's and there's no. I would go Ingram but I wouldn't expect much. I would lower that expectation.
It's PPR.
Yeah, PPR.
I like Ingram.
Cool. That's who I have in right now. So appreciate that. Just let's see. Kyle. He actually has Aiden O'Connell 1 spot ahead of Young. Nice. I would have him way ahead of Bryce Young. Like Bryce Young, there's 30 quarterbacks playing right this week. I think I would put Young at like around 35-40 in my ranks.
I think he's better than
the way
Wilson.
things have been going, like people are going to come in and take over the backfield.
He's better than Wilson. He's better than Zach Wilson.
But is he really?
Yeah, he is. He is. He is.
Yeah, Lawrence is active. Yeah, Kyle, thank you. Going Engram. Lock it in.
I have to go fix my lineups.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Thank you for having me, Jamie.
Show. Thank you for showing up. Like I always love doing shows with you, Gladys. We're gonna do more this off season.
Yeah, we
Um,
are.
So let's just go around. Jason, let everyone know where they can find you at.
Right, I got a podcast on Spotify, Only in Your Fantasies Football. You can find me on there, or on TikTok. I go live there, answering questions, Only in Your FF. Yeah, it's mainly where you can find me. Thank you again for having me on today.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming. Gladys, you're always amazing.
Thank you, Jamie, for having me on. Jason, it was nice meeting you. Thank you for wearing your
Likewise.
Christmas sweater.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That is awesome. It pretty much made my morning. You can find me Monday on the Going for Two Network. Pretty much on any. Don't do it on Twitter because we can't get your tweets, or you can't join the chat. But pregame talk, and then Saturday in no particular order at 9:05 a.m. where we just do mindless chatter. So I've heard.
I love that too.
I love mindless chatter.
And as always, find me at Twitter, X, Jamie Perogue, always on Facebook, in my Facebook fantasy football discussion group right here, Going for Two. Find me Tuesday on a cheat sheet. I think this week is going to be our last show up until when the season ends. Then we'll do it like every other week. I think next week on Wednesday, on December 20th, doing a show with the IDP guys. We're going to have a special guest. His name is Steve Wright. He's a former NFL player. He just came out with a book called Aggressively Human. So catch us on that show. But for me, for Gladys, for Jason, always follow us on Going for Two. We love you guys. We will see you next time.
Good luck, everyone.